Hey, what's up? In the next couple of minutes, I'm going to show you the exact method that allowed me to go from being a broke freelancer to an agency owner making over $20,000 a month within about 3 months. To be exact, I went from about $3,000 a month as a freelancer to about over $20,000 a month in just 90 days. And here's that one thing that allowed me to do this. Okay, you'll be pretty surprised about what it actually was at the end. But this is me. Okay, 2021, 2022, kind of in those times. This might be you right now, just a rookie, around or even below or slightly above $3,000 a month. A couple $1,000 a month. Me personally, I was going around offering filming and editing for local businesses, artists, and content creators. I was editing all day long, going to shoots, coming back super exhausted, all that while only getting paid about 200 to 400 per client, so per project. Okay, and you can see me right here. This shoot I was doing for free was like a music video. This one I was doing for like $300. It was also a music video, and this one was for 400, and this one was actually also a music video. So yeah, this was a ton of work, by the way. You can see by this timeline, this shit was going crazy. Okay, now my question is, does this all sound a little familiar to you? Okay, are you also exhausted shooting, editing all day long and not really charging a lot for your clients? I hope not, but I think the reason you're here is probably because it does. Okay, so you're probably thinking you'll just work more and you'll earn enough. Okay, maybe you can just get some more case studies here and there, collect some more testimonials, and then you can start charging more. Well, in reality, you just end up overworked, underpaid, and none of those things will change that, even if you work 10 hours a day. Okay, I feel you though, because I was the same way. Now, the question is, why does this happen? There are a couple of reasons. Okay, first of all, you're reactive. What does this mean? So basically, clients come to you and they ask you for stuff, or you go to people, but everybody wants kind of different things, and you're just reacting to what they want, and you're trying to accommodate and basically make almost a unique offer for every single person that comes to you, because you don't really have your own solid offer itself that then you see, okay, who does this offer help? And you go to people and apply the same thing that is systemized and repeatable. You don't have essentially you don't have a repeatable process that you can implement for all the different clients. You just see, what does this client need, you do something completely different. What does that client need, you do something completely different. And that's kind of how it ends up being. Okay, so you're being reactive with your clients. Then the next thing is you sell services instead of outcomes. So I was selling, for example, the videos, the editing, the day rates, this and that. Sometimes I wasn't doing shit. I was just doing for free to get some more case studies. But essentially, you're selling your services, you're selling your time, you're selling the edits, the videos. And what that does is it makes you comparable. Okay, now you're comparable to another guy who does the videos, for this restaurant. For example, I was working for restaurants. You become comparable to this other guy who does edits for content creators, and I was doing it as well. And so my clients were just always comparing and choosing the cheapest options, which made me then kind of go even cheaper than them, which is a very bad cycle that you hopefully never want to be stuck in. Okay, the next reason is because your clients' results, like the results that you got for your clients, couldn't really justify any higher ticket retainers. Okay, because for me, for example, if I did a video like that, I could easily charge $300-400 for it, and for me it was a ton of money back at the time. So it was fine, but I couldn't really justify like 2,000-3,000 for these type of videos. I couldn't do that, especially not on a retainer basis, because I was just doing some videos. So I had to figure out how to get better results. And the next reason is because you're probably lacking knowledge. Like, even if you realize all these things and you gotta get better results for your clients, and you gotta be proactive. You gotta have a system that people want, not be reactive. Even if you do realize all these things, you're probably right now lacking knowledge on how to actually change all this. Okay, but this is why you're on this video right here. So let us talk about how you become this absolute unit right here that is making over $20,000 a month with his agents. Let's talk about it. So 2025, there's exactly one key thing that you need to change that will allow you to sign up more high ticket retainers between $2,000 and $3,000 a month each, and essentially just end up making more money while working less. That's exactly how it went for me. Honestly, I'm not exaggerating. Like, I was waking up 7, 8 a.m. and I was editing until 8, 9, 10 p.m. I was going crazy with that medits, okay? Like, because it was a lot of work. But this way, you'll actually make more money and work less. Now, not only did this one thing help me scale my agency past $20,000 a month, but also so many others scale past 5 figures. Like Moise, for example. You can see this is one of the guys I helped, and this is Upwork profile. So he was on Upwork. He was actually a top-rated freelancer as well. But the problem that he had when we started working together, now he already was making a few $1,000s a month. I think it was like 2, 3, 4,000 a month. But the issue was that he was super overworked. Like, he had so much stress for the amount of money that he was getting. It's not bad, but it's not worth it. Okay, it's simply not worth it. And there are better ways to do it. So what we did, instead of just being a reactive freelancer on a site like Upwork, we took all of his skills, did something with it that I'm going to talk about in a second. And that one thing helped him, in this message, you can see it's been a while, scale to $10,000 a month in profit, okay, in a couple months. And huge shout out to me for the support. But I'm going to talk about that thing that actually helped them make this transformation, okay? And then you can implement that for yourself by the end of this video. Okay, let's talk about that. What the hell is this one thing? That is the hybrid model. Programmized. Programmized? Yes, okay, that's the key word. Programmized. Now, what does this mean? Let's talk about it. So, the client journey, all right? I want you to map out what your client has to do on a week-by-week basis to achieve a certain outcome, okay? This could, but doesn't have to, look like this right here. I'll give you an example, okay? So when a client comes in, you probably first have to do a kickoff call. So you kind of tell them what the next couple of weeks are going to look like, what they have to do, what you're going to do, just to get access to their socials, all these kind of different things. Do that on a kickoff call. Then the next step for the client might be to watch some onboarding material, okay? Where you break stuff down for them, what the content is going to look like, what they have to do, what you're going to do, just breaking everything down one more time, okay? And the next thing might be the game plan call, where you kind of do the offer optimization with them, the profile optimization, where you determine the target audience, where you come up with the content strategy, basically have a solid game plan call with the client, so you're very aligned on what their business does and how you can help them specifically. Come up with the game plan. Okay, next step might be to script and improve ads and organic content. Then the next step might be to launch ads and start posting content. And then you start booking the first calls. Then you do a sales review maybe for your client. You know, they book the first couple calls, but they don't really perform that well. You can watch the calls, but you can review what the sales process is looking like and how we can improve this for them to close more clients. Then we get the first close in. Then we review and optimize all KPIs. Then we launch their VSL. Then we're at the point where we're at about 1 to 3 clients every single week. And then we track and optimize the KPIs even more to increase the ROI, the ROAS that they get on their ads that we help them launch earlier. And then that will help them add an additional $10,000 to $25,000 a month in revenue. And that right here could be the outcome that we're promising our clients. So there is a huge shift in this, okay? Essentially, we have an outcome that we want to help our clients achieve, and we map out the exact process, the roadmap, week by week. Okay, this is just a rough overview. You can make this even more detailed in a Google Doc, okay, and like actual like bullet points, a lot of bullet points that you map out that goes into each of these single steps. But essentially, this is a very repeatable process. Okay, when I get on a client and I do all of these steps with each of those clients, I know that at the end they will achieve this outcome right here. Okay, now I have my process. Now, in order to be able to do this, the thing is you need to get very clear on who you're trying to serve. You can't stay being reactive. You need to figure out who is the ideal client that I want to serve. What is the outcome that they want? And only when you have that, you can actually map out the process to get to that outcome. And you need to start selling outcomes. Okay, you need to figure out what it is. You need to actually stop saying, look, I'm going to shoot this many videos for you. I'm going to edit this many videos. I'm going to make these cool scripts, make a cut there. Got to stop doing that. Okay, you need to focus on what is all this content for? Why is this business? Why is this client want to make content? I mean, yes, it is to get more eyeballs. It is to get more views. But what do these views lead to? Is it to get more investors? Is it to get more clients? What is it for? What do they want to get out of these views? So you need to get very clear on that. You can only do that once you have a specific ideal client that you want to go after. And this right here, like you can't imagine what this will do for you. Seriously, this will do so much for you. It will first of all help you get consistent client results, okay? Because you always will know what is the right next step for my client. Where are they currently at? What do I got to do next? And what is the next step and the next step and the next step? And where are we stuck? Like you just have a roadmap. And if you just follow this, your clients will get to the outcome. Again, you can do this a lot more detailed than it is here as well. So you get consistent client results. You are not comparable anymore because you're not just offering a single edit here and there in a video that is like, okay, this guy does a edit, this guy does an edit, which one's cheaper? This probably nobody, I mean, I don't know anybody personally, apart from the people that actually help scale their agencies, that offers something like this. Now, selling outcomes generally makes you a lot less comparable because almost nobody else is doing it, okay? Especially not in the space. The next one is selling a high ticket offer, okay? This right here will turn your editing and your services, which now obviously this particular one includes more than anything, you know, it's the actual content strategy. It's an actual strategy to help your clients make more money. It's ads behind it. It has a lot more than just the content itself, which should be how it is because that is just how you get results for your clients. So editing alone might not be enough, but what this will help you is it will turn your offer into a high ticket offer. Okay, we'll go from charging $200, $300 a video and not knowing how you can justify charging more than that to charging 12, 16, 20K per client. I'm not joking. That's how much we sell these offers for. And it's really not that crazy actually. Okay, it's really nothing. It's like 12K is on the lower side. We have people selling these for 20, 24K. And obviously that's going to be paid over multiple months. But here's the thing, because this is programmized, so this is one program that people need to walk through. It's not just a week by week subscription kind of model where people just pay month by month and can leave whenever. It's a program. The thing that they're buying is actually worth 12K. Okay, and we just sometimes we might accommodate to split it up on a monthly basis, but that is not exactly the same as just a retainer. Okay, so what we do is, because it is programized, it is this one outcome that we promise that costs a certain amount that will be achieved in a certain time frame, for example 4, 5, 6 months. We usually collect the majority or a good portion of this upfront. Okay, so if the offer is 12K, what sometimes we will do is we will collect 6K upfront, 5K upfront, and we'll split the rest into monthly chunks, or split it in a different way. But essentially, we'll collect a lot of the money upfront, which will make you hit bigger months quicker, because you don't have to wait to stack a ton of retainers and then you'll have churn, this and that. We'll just collect as much as possible up front because we have this programized system where we're not just selling retainers anymore. Look, I'm not joking when I say that I implemented this right here, and it took me right from 3K to 20K a month in just a couple of months. And I want to prove my point here, okay? So what I did is I was offering still those kind of small little videos, some edits for $300-400. And one time I figured this all out. I was like, you know what? Let me offer an outcome. Let me just pitch this, okay? I'll figure out, honestly, to be very frank with you, I didn't know how to deliver it at the time. I was like, fuck it. Let me just offer it. I'll figure out how to deliver it later. And if I for some reason don't make it, I'll just refund the money. I'll give it back to the client. So what I did is on that call, I just pitched them $2,500 a month, which for me back then, it was a ton of money, as I said, for a monthly retainer. Okay, look at my reaction, because yes, I did record a video right after I closed the client, and I'm gonna play it to you because it's so funny. All right, see for yourself.
No, this is crazy. I don't know how I did it, but I fucking did it. So yeah, it's, what the fuck, this is like 2 hours of work maximum a fucking week. This is crazy. 2 hours a week, 2.5K a month. Damn.
So as you can see, I was excited, okay? And this was a ton of money for me back then, and I was very excited about closing that client, and it was a new world. It just opened up my eyes. Like, what? You can charge 2.5K a month? You don't have to actually do 300, 400 month projects or single video projects like that. Yeah, it opened my eyes, I'll be honest with you. And since then, I've always started pitching this, and I did figure out the delivery after that as well, so don't worry about it. My client, I did not refund that money. So what I want you to do is take the time, take an hour, maybe two, map this out for your clients, figure out who your ideal client is, figure out who you want to focus on, and then figure out what outcome they want, and then map out the exact week by week game plan for your clients to achieve this. I call this the hybrid model, programized. And if you have any questions on this, or while doing this, you'll realize, wait, I don't know how to do this, I don't know how to do that, just message me on Instagram. It's in the description, and I'll see you there. Peace out.